Okay, so streaming is falling apart, right?
The entire streaming revolution was built on a lie.
A million streaming services, they all just kind of suck.
And their prices are all going up together.
People have had enough. They're canceling their subscriptions, putting on their eye patches, and taking to the high seas. And because of this, streaming companies are pooping their pants. They're on track to lose billions if they don't do something quick. But here's the dumb part. Instead of, fixing the problems people are complaining about, they're pointing fingers like, no, this is piracy's fault. We have to stop the piracy. And so, a bunch of them have banded together and started a war against the pirates, hoping it'll help them keep their customers. But you know what's even dumber? This war is almost certainly gonna be a waste of time. A puff of smoke, a fart in the wind. How do I know this? Because the exact same thing happened before, like 20 years ago, to anime. And spoiler alert, piracy won. So, seeing as how history is about to repeat itself, I thought it'd be fun to look back at how piracy first took over anime. Because what better way to figure out how this war's gonna end than to see what happened in the last one? Sound good? Cool, let's get it. It all starts in the early 2000s. Anime is just making its way out of Japan, onto screens across the world. There's just one problem. It's really hard to watch. But it's not like the shows are bad or anything. Who could complain about masterpieces like Pokemon, but they're all food? Or the adorable, and slightly racist, Samurai Pizza Cats.
It's my new Mexican-style sushi.
No. The shows are great. The problem is, they are literally hard to watch. Like, because of dumb bureaucracy, shows are taking months, years even, to get shipped over from Japan. Fans are frustrated. And that's just the start. Massive content shortages sweep the nation. The Fat Cat TV networks are so cheap, they only license a handful of animes a year and send the rest home packing. And the ones that do make it past the border suffer the worst fate of all. They are mangled into oblivion, heavily censored and horribly translated. So what do you do when you've been waiting 3 years extra for season 2 of your favorite show to come out, and when it finally does, it looks like this? You start looking for alternatives. Enter piracy, the first time. Piracy basically solved all these problems. Animes would get uploaded to the internet almost immediately after they aired. You could watch any show your heart desired, uncensored, and complete with accurate subtitles by adoring fans. Sometimes a little too accurate. And best of all, it was free. So people loved it. Only trade-off was, you had to download everything. And internet speeds back then. Oh yeah. You also had to reformat your computer every few months because of all the viruses. But even those problems went away in 2006 when Crunchyroll came along. Crunchyroll was the first anime streaming service to hit the market, and it took off hard. It had all the shows. You didn't have to download stuff, and there were no viruses. Well, mostly. It was just so convenient. Sound familiar? Anyway, things go well for Crunchyroll for a while. Really well. They're pretty much the saviors of anime at this point. No more would you have to scrounge around YouTube for 3-minute clips to stitch together. Gone were the days of begging strangers on the internet to seed that one episode of Naruto you missed. It was every fan's wet dream. Then, they turned. Disappearing content, region locks, price hikes. This part should sound really familiar. Over the course of a few years, Crunchyroll pretty much went from being the darling of the anime world to being as popular as Disney's remake of Snow White. What happened? Short answer, they got greedy. See, Crunchyroll started off as a shady pirating site where everything was free. But as they grew, so did their ambitions. They knew that the only way up was to get the law on their side. So they started cleaning up their act, got funded by some tech bros, and after 3 years of scrubbing, Crunchyroll was legal. And this was a big deal. Crunchyroll to this day remains one of the only times a pirating site transitioned from illegal to not illegal and survived. But this also meant they had to play by the rules. And so, you get the idea. Ironic, isn't it? Crunchyroll came in as this knight in shining armor, solving all of anime's problems. But over time, morphed into the very same thing it once swore to defeat. Truly, one of the top 10 anime betrayals of all time. You can guess how people took the news, and once the cracks started to show, it was all downhill from there. They started censoring shows, exploiting their employees. They even disabled the comment section under all their videos. Wonder what they're trying to hide. Oh, I don't know. Probably the string of lawsuits coming at them for illegally selling their customers' data for extra cash. Honestly, they did a lot of shady shit, so end of the day, most people just went back to piracy. Now, enter streaming, the Netflix kind. Let's take a look at what happened with them. It's literally the same thing. Cable used to be a pain in the ass till Netflix came along and gave you on-demand access to thousands of shows at the push of a button. Just like early Crunchyroll, it sold convenience. But now, just like Crunchyroll, shit's hitting the fan. Price hikes, region locks, shrinking libraries of content. The only difference is, it's much worse! Because it's not just Netflix playing the game. There's also Amazon Prime, Disney+, Hulu, and a bunch of other three-letter names I can't pronounce. Why is that bad? Well, because all these greedy, alphabet soup-sounding companies are fighting for the exclusive rights to stream your favorite shows. Keyword exclusive, which means there is no one place to watch it all anymore.
For Pokemon, so you start off on Netflix, then swap over to the Pokemon streaming service, which is the only place that has Season 2, then swap to Tubi, then Hulu, then Roku channel, and then finally back to the Pokemon streaming and then Netflix. Easy.
Thanks, buddy. So imagine instead of one poopy Crunchyroll, there's 20, and you gotta play a game of whack-a-mole every time you wanna watch something. Only instead of a mallet in your hands, it's your credit card. The cracks are really starting to show with these streaming platforms the past few years, and you remember what happened to Crunchyroll when the cracks started to show, right? Yep, downhill, baby. Here's some math. The average US household is subscribed to 4 streaming services at a time. That's $69 a month. Nice. Money that could have gone to other things like student loans, credit card debt, or eggs. $69 nice dollars a month. And that's if prices don't get any higher, which is quite a big if. Also, a few streaming companies have been hit by lawsuits for doing some sketchy stuff. But the most criminal thing of all is that they're starting to show ads in their paid plans. Can you imagine? I thought money-made ads go away. These guys have gone full mask off when it comes to milking their customers. They'll probably keep jacking up the prices till the plans with ads are the same price as the ones without, and then charge even more to remove them. Oh wait, they already did. Okay, so there's a clear pattern here, right? An established but outdated service has problems, a new face comes along, fixes those problems, and throws the old guys out. Then, the new guy gets greedy and starts acting like the very same establishment it replaced. And here's where piracy comes back into the picture. See, piracy has always been there, right? It's like the yucky gas station bathroom you'd rather not use, but will if you have to. It's clunky, it's full of viruses, and you'll go to jail for doing it. That's what the piracy police want you to think. Realistically though, piracy has gotten a huge makeover in the last 10 years. It's clean as heck now. It looks amazing, it's more convenient than ever before, and it's completely free of viruses. Yahoo! Mostly free of viruses. So, what's the future gonna look like? Well, streaming companies can throw hissy fits all they want. It's not gonna do anything. Piracy isn't going anywhere. In fact, the more they treat their customers like overworked cash cows, the faster it's gonna grow. I mean, what do you expect when the free version is not only more convenient than the paid version, but also, it's free? So yeah, I'm not condoning piracy or anything, if that wasn't obvious enough. But as long as these greedy corporations don't do anything about their poopy service, piracy is gonna just keep winning. You know what else is winning right now? Chinese anime. Yeah, never thought the day would come. But China finally did it. They just took over the anime industry. Or did they? Anyway, here's a video about all that. Check it out if you want. Yes, perfect transition.